Well, I thought we handled the ball really well. Had a really solid game plan, and especially the seniors and Micah played a great match. If you control the ball, it gives you some opportunities to do some things. We felt that we were a good serving team. Didn't feel that it was only going to be a one-way track where they would be able to control everything we were doing. We thought we could control the ball, and if we didn't have great passes, we thought that we had outside hitters that would be able to score. So we worked hard on a game plan, and I thought the players played really well.
All right, questions for the student athletes? Remember to identify yourself first. Second row, please.
Don Patterson from Volleyball USA. Katie, Coach talked about the game plan. Tell us 2 or 3 things that you wanted to do tonight against them and how you executed it.
Well, we know they have some really great players on their team that obviously Van Zant is one of their go-to hitters. So she definitely had our attention. Then they have Haley Nelson on the right side who takes big swings. So we knew we had to get to her. And then they have a good group of players who play their roles well. And so we knew we wanted to serve tough and be able to take care of our side of the court.
Front row.
Curtis Crabtree for the Tacoma News Tribune. How much do you guys feel your height played into it at the net? It seemed like they really seemed to struggle to get balls back by you guys, and you blocked several shots at the net.
I mean, height is always helpful. Maybe not off the court, but on the court. And my dad has always said you can't teach height, so I guess it comes to our advantage.
Jack.
Jack Hammond with NC2A.com. Deja, your defense, your digs tonight, what were you seeing that allowed you to get to so many balls?
I think our block did a really good job of setting up, so I kind of had a good view of the hitter, and then we did a lot of scouting. Our coaches helped us a lot to just basically plan where they were going to hit the ball.
One follow-up, yeah.
So on that scouting, was part of the plan to just really shut down Kaylee Nelson so that Krista is going to get her kills, but Stanford did that, and the last time Washington lost, they basically said she's going to get her kills. Let's stop Kaylee Nelson at least. Was that part of the plan to Deja?
Well, I think she got like the second most amount of balls, so we focused a lot on blocking her across like the first couple games, and that wasn't working out as well. We got a couple digs on the line, but then we started blocking line more and focusing on dating her. I think that helped us a little bit.
To the left, Lee.
Lee Feinswag from Volleyball Magazine. Ariel, are you surprised how easy you won?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say it was easy. We did a lot of scouting. We've been working really hard at practice. So, I mean, I'm proud of us, but Washington's a great team, so.
Okay, let me rephrase it then. By such a wide margin, and the scores were so lopsided, did that surprise you?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Micah served really well, and when she does that, it's hard to stop us, I guess.
Questions for student athletes? Oh, Mike, right there, please.
Terry Wood, Seattle Times. It appeared almost easy, was it?
Who are you directing that at?
Any of the student athletes.
Ariel, please.
No, like I said, I don't think it was easy, but we've been focusing on playing loose and relaxed, and we did a good job of that tonight.
You want another response?
Yeah, you were just so effective. I mean, you had 5 hitting errors. Was there a particular strategy? Was it you're just getting such good sets, passes? Yeah, I just wondered if you could explain why you were so efficient tonight.
Katie? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, I think it comes with playing together. When all week we've been, having fun at practice. We had really fun at open practice on Wednesday, and we stay loose as a team. And then when we get on the court, we're all together. Deja and I like to look each other right in the eyes a lot, and we just like stay together on the court as a team, and then it all flows from there.
Second row.
You guys had a tough one against Stanford, went 5, down 9-6 in the 5th. Did that toughen you up a little bit for coming here, you think?
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, there's a ton of matches throughout the season that we had that were like that. And like Coach likes to talk about the grind. Knowing that you can get through those matches helps you. And I think a lot of it was that we came into this game knowing we had to start out well. You couldn't start out awful and still win this match.
Thanks, Deja. Any other questions?
Your digs impressed me as much as your hitting tonight. Is this, I haven't seen that often, is this typical of how you play, or was this an especially good night for you? Yeah, I know, and I don't mean to make you have to brag about yourself. I'm just curious of how you would evaluate your own performance.
I mean, I can only think about the ones I missed. I feel like there's so much more that we can get better at. But at the same time, I'm really proud of our team. And I think that the scouting really, really helped us, and especially me digging those balls because I felt like I knew where it was going.
It's typical, yeah. Yeah.
You mentioned the scouting. What were you expecting from Washington, and what did you see?
We thought that they were going to hit a lot of balls over Micah, and so a lot of the for middle back shading was something that we had to think about. I don't know how much we can talk about.
That's enough of the scouting
Yeah.
report.
Any more questions for the student athletes? All right, congratulations, you guys are excused.
Thanks. Thank you.
We'll direct questions at Coach Rose now. Any questions for Coach Rose?
Yeah.
Terry?
Coach, did you expect an outcome this decisive against Washington?
Well, I mean, you expect an outcome. You know, you don't know how everybody's going to play with 15,000 people, but I was confident that, you know, we had a good game plan and the players were good listeners. And, you know, some of them have been here before, so they know a little bit about ignoring, as we discussed yesterday, the noise, and just going out there and doing their job.
To the left.
When's the last time in a match of this significance that you won like that, where you really just steamrolled another team?
I don't look back, my friend, you know.
Try.
That's why there's media guides. I don't know. All right. You know, Washington's a very good team from a great conference. They won their conference. We, you know, we struggled in our match when we played Stanford, because Stanford's a terrific opponent. And we played Utah, and Utah's very good. So we knew that Washington was going to be very good. We didn't think that they had a real significant advantage, having only played one match in here, and we hadn't played any. You know, so we, you know, you got to play. You got to play the game. You got to serve. You got to pass. You know, Deja's a wonderful young person. She's been our best player all year. The things that she does are the intangibles that coaches recognize more than people who look at the box score. I mean, she's our best passer, she's our best defensive player, she's our best left side blocker, and there's times that she's unstoppable hitting. So, but the team is never about her. You know, tonight A. Scott had a terrific night, Katie had a great night. We thought that we could do some things out of the middle of the court if we passed the ball well. You know, they're a system team, and if you have some veteran players that understand part of what they're doing, you might be able to exploit some things. And I thought we had a good plan for the evening, and we were fortunate that we controlled the ball and could do that.
Second row.
Russ, is the preparation and the scouting reports, is that pretty routine for every match that you play during the season? You prepare the same way, or is there a little extra when you get to this point in the season?
I prepare the same way for 35 years. So, you know, I don't know how many hours sleep people have had since we had the press conference, but I'm thinking I was on the lower end of that continuum. I mean, coaches only control certain things. You need to work at those things, and if you don't work at those things and you just assume you're going to win, I think you're making a bad decision. That's my opinion. So, yeah, we work really hard. Watch a lot of video. I watch an incredible amount of video.
Second row, Terry.
Hancock had two 7-point serving runs in both the first and second set. How much of an impact overall did serving have on this outcome, and your impressions of her performance?
I thought she played really well tonight, and that's what I said to her after the match. And I said, plus, when was the last time I said you played terrific? And she goes, I'm a junior. Yeah, I guess that's it. So, yeah, I thought she played great. We score a lot of points when she's serving. That was the impact of her last year being hurt, was not the ace generated, it's the number of points we scored. We scored more points with her serving than the other rotations combined. So we have a good front row, we have an aggressive serving alignment with her and Nia. So, I thought she played well. She had some good blocking moves. She played good defense. Other than 2 or 3 sets that I thought were questionable in choice, I thought she played a great match.
Follow up, Terry?
Yeah, you mentioned she missed all of last year. I'm sorry, I don't know.
No,
those
she
details.
was hurt in the Final Four last year.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Terry. Okay, Curtis.
What do you feel allowed you guys to defend them so well up at the front line and to hold them to so many unforced errors and so forth? What made you guys so effective in that matchup?
Well, I mean, there's pressure on both teams. So, we had some older kids that have been here, so I think they were less distracted by certain things, and it was important that we came out strong in each of the 3 games. And I don't know, it's hard to really say. Jim's going to have a better handle on his team, but we applaud their season. It's to win a conference and to get to the Final Four is really hard, and we're thankful we're going forward, and we'll get a little rest tomorrow and get some preparation and hope that we're ready to play Wisconsin on Saturday.